sweet tooth time.
Hey there everyone, Sweet Tooth here, and welcome to another installment of Explaining His Magic. Sorry everyone, while I was on my vacation, I got a really nasty summer cold, but regardless, I'm not gonna let that get in the way of what I love to do, especially with today's episode. Sweet and Elite. Well, if memory serves me right, here's how the episode goes.
Rarity is in Canterlot. She gets a fancy suite thanks to Princess Celestia because of Twilight. End of. Rarity is later snubbed by a rich couple for being too country. As a Texas man and a West Country man, I am deeply offended. She then literally bumps into Robert Downey Fancy Pants, who invites her up to a private suite for a Wonderbolts race because she knows Princess Celestia.
End of.
The race itself. Robert Downey Fancy Pants and his group want to see more of Rarity, when Rarity is supposed to be making Twilight a dress for her birthday. Decisions. Song, what should I do? Be popular, that's what all girls like. Then it gets to the point where Rarity doesn't finish Twilight's dress, and she chooses a fancy party in Canterlot over a normal party over in Ponyville, because Opal is dying. End of. Bitch. But Twilight and the others arrive in Canterlot. They decide to bring the party over, right next to Robert Downey Fancy Pants' party right outside. This is the most awkward 6 minutes of my life. Good thing Twilight likes her simple dress. Wait, that's not a good thing. Switching from party to party will make everything better, right? Not for Rarity. Ha! The truth gets out, and Rarity has to confess. She is from Ponyville, and Twilight is her friend. Her true friend. But Robert Downey Fancy Pants doesn't mind, as long as he can still mount Princess Celestia. I lied, that never goes anywhere. Either way, Rarity has learned her lesson, but most importantly, she gets away with all the wrongdoings that she had gotten away with in this episode. If anyone would have come up to me and admitted that they liked this episode, I would not bro-hoof them.
And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more
That's it! I have had it! I am sick and tired of my central episode being pushed aside and glanced over, so that way you can say how best pony foolish I am, not saying what the best pony is! As punishment for this treason against the brony code and totally fairness, you must watch the next episode all the way through without skipping the notes. This is the will of Queen Rarity. Praise her and her prize and love for precious time wounds.
Did you change your model? Two!
So, this is kind of awkward. Didn't really make any notes for this episode. Secret of my excess. I believe that's the name for this, so just from my perspective of just literally watching it 5 minutes ago, what can I say about it? Just all the way through. It's Spike's birthday, I believe, and he's nurturing this gem, this Firestone gem, I believe, so that way when his birthday comes he can eat it when it's ripe and delicious, as he likes to claim. Well, I can just get like a bag of Sour Patch Kids, and that could work just as well for me, especially the lineups. Yeah, that'd be nice. But Rarity notices this gem, and she would do anything for it, but good old Spike, he just hands over the gem to her because he has a crush on her or something, and now Rarity has gotten away with a gem and not just the not consequences of the last episode. I should probably carry on with this. So it gets to Spike's birthday, you see, and he gets all these gifts from his friends, and he's like, people get gifts for their birthday? Wow, that's amazing, I should try that out on all the other ponies. So he tries it out on the Cakes, he tries it out on Miss Shirley, and he tries it out on Junebug, I believe that background character's name is, and he gets gifts out of all of them, and he's starting to get the craving, you see. It's like a drug, it'll never stop, you see. I mean, he's just a baby dragon after all, so that's kind of understandable, but he just wants more and more and more and more, and he gets more and more and more and more until he starts getting a growth spurt. Yeah. Twilight can't figure it out. The Dr. Pat Pending Stallion can't figure it out. The Pony Vet can't figure it out. The Sakura cameo kind of figured it out. If he keeps going on like this, he'll become a monster. Hopefully not like the Monster Chopper form from One Piece, because otherwise that'll destroy more than you reckon. But there's more monster references, so we're not just restricted to that, see? But of course Spike's not gonna listen. He wants the cravings for more stealings, and despite Twilight's best efforts, he just keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And even though that the other main six try to stop Spike from stealing more stuff, that doesn't work until he Rarity, grabs her, and that's where all the King Kong, Godzilla, let's say Pacific Rim starts, all that stuff. Hopefully not Transformers though, the films rather, otherwise you're just gonna repeat the same thing over and over again. That stupid, stupid film series. People, why are you still handing over that money to that shit when it's just recycling the plots over and over again? And they haven't reached outer space yet. The Transformers 4th movie, they haven't gone to outer space yet. The possibilities out of that! Why are you giving Michael Bay over your money and your genitalia? I'm sorry, I've gone out of track. Let me rework on that. I should concentrate my Transformers hate later on. But regardless, these references keep going on as Spike steals more stuff, and Rarity is just like, that is it. I have had enough. I am in a generous mood all of a sudden, and you're in big trouble, mister. And all of a sudden, Spike realizes that Rarity is still wearing the Firestone gem that he gave her earlier, and she's like, my little Spiky Wakey gave this to me. Oh, he wouldn't do anything so horrible. It's not like he's right in front of me being a giant prick. Oh, poor Spiky Wakey, I wonder where he is now. That leads to kind of the only emotional part of the whole episode, in my opinion. Everything's been okay so far, but this part is where it's like, oh, I now feel Spike's turmoil now as he recalls, like, oh, Rarity does care for me. What have I done? I have become a monster. He's not a monster anymore. So because of that, Spike and Rarity fall down to their deaths. All the while, some emotional music is playing in the background. Let's just say, and oh wait, they're safe. Never mind. Who's learned a lesson, everybody? Spike kind of has, even though he was just in it for the kiss, and Rarity's still running around with a Firestone that... You know, this episode was fine and everything, but why is Rarity such a selfish snob? Generosity? Ha! More like not generosity, am I right? She's gone away with all this stuff that she is in a Cintra's episode, and all the little girls are supposed to say, yeah, I get that. I'm gonna be a Kim Kardashian whenever I grow up. No, kids. Why don't you go bugger off and be Fluttershy, okay? Be assertive, be understanding to other people's emotions, and be a pussy like me. That's who you should be, kids. That's right. Like, not Rarity, because she's awful. She is horrible.
See, I knew it. I knew you would prefer some other pony over me. Oh, my precious Spiky Wakey wouldn't treat me like this. He loves me, and so should everyone else, and every other pony. So why don't you love me?
Okay. Let me rework those words, okay? Because that's just the anger coming out. And that's not meant to be at you, but let me be honest about this. You're not a bad character, okay? Your episodes aren't even bad. Your contribution to the main characters is not bad either. But if I'm gonna be honest here, you're just meh. You're just a meh character when you get your own episodes. They don't work to me like it does with other characters. But you know what? That's not a bad thing. You still have other people who still appreciate what you bring to the show. Whether it be little or large, there are still people who like you. And even though you're not my favorite character, like Twilight or Fluttershy, I've got nothing against you at the end of the day, really. I still love every character that is in this show, regardless of favorites or whatever, because you know what? You have to love and tolerate, right? That's what this show, this community has given to us. And I'm just gonna keep loving these characters, even the really douchey ones, and just keep going on and see if any more adventures spring your way to your advantage. I'm sure there's an episode in the future which will clarify that finally for me, but we'll have to see. And if you or any of your other fans can't understand my wordings, well then, you can just give me a right old kick in the apple trees and see if that will work sooner. Because it won't. It'll come. Eventually.